Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the International Passenger Terminal in Busan, South Korea. We are coming back to you with more Tekken 7 action, and finally, we are going to crown the best Tekken player here at the 9th Esports World Championships. So some very exciting times. But first, we'll be starting things off with the 3rd and 4th place match. My name is Rapid with Alchemist. What has been your favorite moment of Tekken 7 at IeSF so far?
I think for sure my favorite match so far has been Kira versus Junding. We've had a lot of great matches throughout the day, but
basically any match that Kira has played in has gone the full distance and is about as epic as you could hope for.
But I definitely think, and I'm sure you agree with me, that one was it was unexpected. It had everything a good match should have.
Right.
It had both players playing really well, and then the Dark Horse comes out on top.
Oh, so beautiful.
And I think those kinds of things weave a story for a match. And because of that, it just was much better than all the others, simply because of those things, those factors.
And you get a chance to watch both players play the character that they are strongest at and just really illustrate it. Illustrate their skill level to the highest potential that they possibly have. So
definitely.
Beautiful games all day long. Let's go ahead and take a look at the way that this tournament is structured. This is the 9th Esports World Championship here in Busan. It spans 4 days of competition between 3 esports disciplines. League of Legends on the first day, CSGO the day after. We are here in day number 3. We'll be casting Tekken 7 all day long through the quarterfinals, semifinals, and now here we are coming into the 3rd and 4th place match and the grand finals, both of which will be cast here coming up. Here's a look at the way that the rounds have worked today, all the way from the round of 8, all the way through to the grand finals. We talked about Kira finally dropping at the hands of Thailand, who will advance to the grand finals, along with the Philippines after a 5-2 victory over New Zealand in the 2nd semifinals. Here's the way that it looks. Our next upcoming match will feature Kira from Switzerland facing off against Cornova from New Zealand. A very, very exciting match. In many ways, I may be a little bit more excited for this match than the finals because you get a chance to see 2 players that have kind of like peaked just short of the finals but are on very even terms, very even skill levels, and it's just both of their games were so exciting to watch even though they didn't wind up advancing to the finals.
And what would make for a good match is they have very contrasting styles. Cornova, more of a reserved player, very conservative with his choice of moves, sticks to a very few moves to control the pace of the match, whereas we have Kira, who also sticks to a few moves, but it's in a much more fast-paced, electrifying way. We have like all these lows that lead into a wall splat that you just don't expect. We've got random EXDPs just coming out everywhere, making you stay on your toes through the entire match, and I think that makes for a great match.
Well, here we go. You have the New Zealand representative, Cornova, on your screen. He's shown both Shaheen and Dragunov. Dragunov almost getting him to the grand finals, but falling just short.
And there we can see the opponents he played before. He went through Solid Stone most recently, the Israeli player. Very, very good match. Came out just on top after he figured out how to play against Solid Stone.
He's laughing because the sign says go for gold, but this is the 3rd and 4th place match, so a little bit of humor there. Of course, this is the representative from Switzerland, Kira playing, of course, Elisa, a character that has really kind of caught off guard the best here in the tournament. Guys like the South Korean representative wasn't really sure how to handle it, and he's piloted it masterfully, but finally hit a little bit too much of a speed bump against Eddie in his semifinal matchup.
No, I believe he was versing Jin.
Oh, Jin, that's right. I was thinking of the other semifinal, but yeah, versus Jin, that was a little bit too much. So now we get a chance to watch them face off against each other here in this 3rd and 4th place match. Alchemist, who's your money on?
This is a very tough one to call, and I want to say that while I do know Cornova has a lot of experience against Eliza because he plays a player by the name of Blackout in New Zealand, who's an Eliza main, I still think the play style is very different. So while I want to put my money on Cornova and represent my boy, I think Kira has the edge right now.
All right, so the head answer is Kira, the heart answer is Nova.
Yes, definitely.
All right, I would have to totally agree. It's very exciting watching Nova play, but I mean, Kira has just been electrifying in every single match. Let's see which characters they come out with, and it's actually going to be Nova starting things off with Dragunov.
I think this is the right choice. It was shown that he was just playing way too slow with the other characters. When he switched to Dragunov, he was able to open up his opponents with moves like down 2 and all the others. Just the 2 signature Dragunov moves straight off the bat right there and gets the counter and gets Eliza to the wall. Big damage with the last hit of the delay to counter it, plus 10 frames, gets another plus frame, plus 6 from that back one, plus 2. Eliza working her way out of the corner, drops the combo.
Yeah, we actually saw Kira in the semifinal match kind of have a struggle when her back was up against the wall, unable to really find a way out, at least early on in that series. But now, more than comfortable, able to do that and break everything up with a dive kick.
Yeah. And right now, Eliza does have rage. No meter, though. Just about 1 hit from death. We'll see a down 3. What's he going to do to come back? Doesn't do the last hit and falls for the down back 4.
Yeah, grabbing the win with the low. That's going to start things off with a win for our New Zealand player. But it's just one game in our first series. Once again, this is first to 5.
And that was an excellent whiff punish. That 2-2 is a 14-frame startup high, but you can hit confirm the rest of it and get a DP. It gets a wall splat with the back 2-1-4. Oh, sorry, 1-2-4. And a nice finish with the dive kick there. Ties it up at 1-1. Going into the third round, we have Kira almost on 2 meters. Nice plus frame from 1 and 2.
And that dive kick has been kind of the go-to move. Definitely MVP for Kira so far. Fitting that he should win his first game in this third, fourth place match. Trying to throw out the dark wave, but it's going to miss just off to the side. Nice side step.
Yeah, it doesn't confirm. He could have got a combo from that and floats him out of the EX dive kick. Something to note is that Kira loves to use while standing forward in low situations just like then. And a lot of the time after he'll jump and he'll retreat, maybe for a whiff. It's similar to Feng, where it's better to have it blocked rather than it hit because of the situations it creates. And there we go, gets a punish on the snake edge with the while standing 1 into Shoryuken, which is 14 frames.
Yeah, Nova in rage,
and this
but
is
it's just
big
by
damage.
Oh my god, the turnaround's insane!
Drops the combo, should have been able to close it out. Eliza does have rage now, and 2 meters. What's he going to do to come back? Goes into the FADC and goes for the low. Mixes him up, and Cornova falls for the low there. That's quite unfortunate. He actually had the round with that rage drive. Could have got a wall carry into the wall combo. Gets a count hit with the second hit of back 2-3. Nice, jabs him out of the unblockable. Decent combo from this. Will he get to the wall?
Yeah, not all the way to the wall. Okay, I take it back. There it goes. Does land the throw. It's one of the first and few that we've seen land in this series. It seems like both players are, just really slugging it back and forth. I love this series already.
Nice pressure here at the wall, but Kira works his way out. Eliza does have rage now. Dark Wave comes out. More plus frames. We see an EXDP. I feel like he's under threat now. He goes for a snake edge. Not the correct punish. At least he blocked it. I'm pretty sure he would have died if he didn't block it. Last meter, he uses it. Both players in rage now. Gets the counter hit down 4. Takes the last round and takes the first match. Well done there by Kira. Strong start.
Indeed it is. Now, one of the biggest parts of this third and fourth place match is that it does award points for countries. At the end of the tournament, the total points, the total scores that these countries have scored for each individual esport will be totaled up, and that's how we award the final placing medals for each country. It's all about how you contribute, so it does definitely matter, even though this is the third and fourth place match. So both players definitely need to pick this win.
We're straight back into it now. We're still in the Dragon's Nest. This is I really like this stage because it's not too far from the walls based on the starting position. And if you like walls, you like this stage. And it just looks quite nice. The last round, though, is quite annoying because it's really dark and you can't see in some corners of the map. Let's see how that affects their playstyle.
There's a wall there, guys, I promise. Kira getting kind of put up against it,
and
but still with a life lead.
Goes for the rage up. I think this should kill.
It will. This is so like impossibly over dramatic.
not even a hint of subtlety. You know it's coming.
You do.
It has all that pent up anger just taken out on the back of their head. Nice backdash there from the dive kick. Really good option. Gets it down 2. Another down 2. Gets can hit this time. Caught Kira pressing buttons. Nice sidestep left because it's down 4-2. Should get Eliza to the wall. Big damage coming out. Drops the combo. Doesn't dash far enough.
Yeah, just short of it. And now Kira is going to get a chance to fire back.
And he does have 2 bars. I think we're going to see cancel into a mix-up soon. There's the dive kick.
A little bit of a miss, but he hits the second one, yeah, and then takes it all the way to the wall. And see how far he can take it.
Goes for the standing 4, 1-2, and the down forward 1 to close it out. Caught him ducking.
Round 3.
All right, so tied up in 1-1. This has actually been pretty even, but this is one of the few sets that Kira has played where he has the advantage, or he starts off with it.
That is the perfect punish for Eliza because her down forward 2, her launcher is 16 frames, which cannot punish that. He decides to punish it with the 2-2, so very, very well done there to recognize the situation and punish correctly. Very nice power crush there to beat out the while running 2. Gets the guaranteed follow-up with the Moonglide 4.
Yeah, both players really trading off those power crushes, but now finally gets the slap for the KO.
Big damage there from that last slap. That's definitely going to leave a mark across his face. Doesn't fall for the second hit.
That's what we look for in Tekken 8. You have persistent damage. Like Shaheen's headdress comes off, you keep all the damage that you take. Just big slap marks across the face. That's the way to do it. Now Kira actually at risk going to get floated all the way to the... No, actually not.
Yeah, he dropped the combo. I think he was going to do something fancy with like dash up forward 3 into forward cancels. But yeah, it didn't work out for him. And gets the wall splat.
Okay.
Can he close it out?
That's going to do it. No, just
Jab.
barely
Both
off.
players in rage. I see a rage drive in the near future. EXTP baits it out and should
Oh
be able to
my
close
god,
it.
he's going to turn it around.
And he does. Very well done.
Insane play by Cornova, taking a very clutch round there.
I think Cornova had the idea that Kira was under a sense of urgency. So he knew, even though he was on like the last sliver of health, he was going to do the EXDP just to close it out in a safe way. Safe being the operative word. And it didn't work out his favor at all. Nice punish there on the back 1 to his 4. Counter hit. Very nice. Big combo here. Goes for the unblockable setup. We've seen that a lot. And again, gets him on the floor. This should be it.
Yeah, that's going to do it. Oh my god.
Very nice. Once again, Kira taking it out in the clutch. All these scrambles end up working in his favor. Very well done. 2-match lead right now over Cornova.
Every time they show Kira on screen, he just looks so surprised that he's winning. Like, wow, I'm actually pretty good at this. I might be able to win this. It's like, yes, you're actually pretty good. Thank you. He'll realize that eventually. I mean, he's done good enough to make it to the top 4 players in this entire tournament, even having taken out favorites like our South Korean representative. So, yeah, he's doing pretty well. But, I mean, on the other side, you really got to hand it to our New Zealand representative. Nova is actually doing very, very well, but he seems to kind of run into these mental block situations.
I think, in all honesty, he's playing way too patiently and giving too much respect, because a lot of the time he could force out unfavorable situations and positions for Eliza, although it's not being done so a lot of the time, maybe because he's scared to approach with a while running 2 or something. But right now, Kira does have rage, and he does have 1 bar. I think he could close it out here.
Yeah, relaunch on the dive kick all the way.
Just short of the wall. Both players in rage now. Breaks the ultimate tackle. Does have rage drive.
Okay.
Gets hit with the dark wave and closes it out.
That is going to do it. Kira starting off his 3rd set with a win in game 1, and now actually following it up. But Nova's starting it off very, very strong. Going to get the reset off the XT, get all the way to the wall. Going to get actually more damage than I expected. Below half.
Very nice counter hit there with the while running 2 at the wall. Led to a good situation, but Kira done well to work his way out. Something I've noticed that Cornova is doing a lot is he's sidestepping and blocking, because Kira likes to do jabs, like 1-1 or down forward 1 in general, and they don't track well. They're quite linear, and it's working out well for him. Gets the down back 4 to close out the round, ties it up for 1-1. You always got to know how many bars or meter, rather, Eliza has going into every round, because people love to do EX dive kick, and, you know, 1 EX dive kick at this stage will get you wall carry, get you to the wall, and, you know, that you don't want to be in that position. Nice, does the 2-2, gets it with the hesitation frames, goes for the forward circle back 1, gets counter hit combo. Big damage off of that counter hit.
A lot of value off the meter. Keep all the way over, and now suddenly Kira is the one against the wall. See how long he stays there, trying to dive his way out of it. But
and a nice reversal there.
Yeah, can actually combo, but gets out of it with another EX dive
I see a
kick.
rage. Will this hit?
Yeah, it is. All right, well, that's going to do it. Eliza's is much more, I guess, kind of premeditated. It's not quite as dramatic, but still good enough for the KO. I love how we have just Rage Art versus Rage Art. Lots of action, making it look good for our penultimate game of the day.
Just trying to keep him in check with jabs and a down forward 1. Nice punish there, but he's minus 13, and I'm fairly certain Cornova knows that, because he's been punishing it correctly every time. Forward 2. Caught him stepping in, does a down 4, anticipating an attack on approach, get a counter hit. Goes for the EX dive kick and hits him with the second hit. Still gets decent damage, no wall combo though. Let's see the health. Deep brings back health to Eliza. He goes for the unblockable, but does not hit grounded on that angle, my friend. Doesn't do the last hit, doesn't duck that. Down 4. And jump back. As I was saying before, he loves to do while standing forward to a jump back or a backdash, because it will evade a lot of the opponent's retaliation or the moves that they want to do in retaliation. And it's a very, very important thing to keep in mind when versing Eliza, because a lot of players like to do that. Yeah, but we got 3 straight matches now for Kira Kira.
Think things through here. This is kind of the moment in his semifinal match where Cornova really had to take a step back and rethink things. And I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see if he does go for a character change coming into this. I mean, 3 straight, you got to change something up.
At least change the stage.
Yeah, exactly. We've seen a lot of dragons, and we gotta mix it up a little bit.
And take your time. Like, you have some downtime between matches, regather your thoughts, maybe cool off a bit, make sure your opponent loses the momentum. And see, right now, we're in an infinite stage now. Eliza loves walled stages. Dragunov doesn't mind, because Dragunov's the best character in the game, and he'll do well whenever he wants to do well.
Absolutely. So it's changing up the stage, keeping the characters the same, and hopefully something changing here for New Zealand.
So good start here for Kira Kira. Nice punish there. And gets the counter hit this time. It's going to be decent damage.
Yeah, going to float him quite a distance, but no wall. So that's working out at least in Cornova's favor.
Gets it down 2 on the grounded hit. Went for the jump back dive kick. I don't know if he's going for the EX1. He does there. Plus frames. He doesn't have any meter anymore, so he can't do EXDP. Dragunov does have rage. Will we see a rage drive?
Got enough health to make it work. Doesn't have to be too worried.
No, I don't think he's going to do rage drive anytime soon. I don't think he will use it this round. Because I think Kira knows that he wants to use it. So he's trying to work around it. Didn't use it.
Wow, that's actually really commendable, knowing that you do have the utility, but closing it out nonetheless.
Nice down 2 there. Nice step, a bit late on the punish. Yeah, you got to step after that, because a lot of the options that Eliza plays want to do one track to her right. And down forward 1, as I said, is a very linear move. Going for the harder combo, drops it. You have to do the dive kicks really quickly. You can get, I believe, 3 dive kicks.
Didn't that used to be an infinite for a while?
Oh, it still is, but it has to be at a very specific angle.
Okay, all right, not that angle.
No.
I'm learning so much right now.
It's very, very impractical to think that someone could do it in a match.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
If you did it in a match, like all of a sudden you become the best player in the world, but probably not very feasible.
Just goes to sleep.
Wait, okay.
That's what you get for your troubles.
In general, probably best to stay awake during the match. I think that's a lesson to learn right there.
Yeah, definitely. How else are you going to see someone attacking you?
I figured that out. I'm a little bit new to Tekken, but I think I got that one. All right, well, at least for right now, I mean, that was a great way for Cornova to really come back after taking a little bit of a break in between sets. He's going to need to bring it back now.
Nice. And he does step at this time. Punishes in time too. Gets a decent combo. Goes for, I think he was going to do the 4-1. Doesn't matter, gets decent damage anyway. Eliza now in rage. Does have 2 bars as well. Goes for the 3rd hit. Gets punished for it. Can he close it out? Will we see an EX dive kick? No, we won't. Jab takes the round. 3 rounds straight there for Cornova. A good way to get back into this set, to be honest. He really needed that.
Yeah, and I think you said it before. Take the time that you're given. Never good to like lose, and then be like, I just really need to hurry up and lose again. No, take the time off. And the stage change, really what kind of came in very importantly there.
I'm fairly certain we're going to go to another stage now. I think Kira wants walls again.
Yeah, that seemed to work out pretty well. We saw several opportunities where you get like great floats, but there's no wall to slam into.
Because without the walls, Eliza's like guaranteed stuff, the stuff that's easier at the wall with like down 3 into quarter circle back 1+2 to get the wall split, it becomes much harder because your opponent can keep backdashing and backdashing and backdashing, and you just have to dash forward and try and get closer and closer to make sure it's guaranteed rather than it's still blocked, even though you get the down 3, but it's not a complete hit. And so we do have a stage change. This is Devil's Pit, I believe. This stage transitions into a no wall stage in the final round. So maybe when it gets to the final round, Cornova will make an entire comeback if he's down.
Possible. I wouldn't say unlikely, but we'll see how well the first few rounds go. Gonna take it there, and oh my god, 20 seconds!
Straight to the dome. Gets the count here and takes the first round.
Yeah, I mean, not a perfect, but it looks pretty close. Now, Kira's going to be the one to get the throw and change momentum back into his stage. Doesn't even need the extra health. He gets back from it, still at full life. Makes it more possible for it to be a perfect. Does it still count as perfect if you lose health and then gain it back and then win?
I want to say yes.
Okay. All right. Not technically perfect, but it's all that matters in the end. Probably not something we'll ever have a chance to see matter, but in the end it is.
Drops the combo. Will this come back to bite him? Dragunov does have rage.
Could use it if there's any time to go for it. It
Waste
would be
one
now.
bar for no reason. That was a risky move, but gets the back one to interrupt the wild rider too.
All is as it should be. No punish in the end, but still kind of an uncharacteristic drop combo that definitely could come back to bite him as the stage does transition further and further closer to a Wallace.
And nice contesting that plus frame from the down four. Does a while steady for himself. Just chipping away at him with these small pokes. Will he sidestep? I thought he was going to sidestep that because he's been doing it very consistently recently. Almost 2 bars. 2 bars now in Eliza. Gets us to the wall.
The die kick right into the wall.
Eliza now enraged too. Catches the sidestep, sidesteps with him, gets the down 3 into quarters of the back 1+2 and closes out the run with the wall combo. Very well done by Kira. The spatial recognition between the two characters, and now we have the infinite stage come in and play. Will this affect Kira's success in this stage and in this matchup?
I mean, this is where you really have to turn it on if you're
That
Cornova.
was beautiful hit confirm with the jump forward to the 2-2 EXDP, and this should be it. That round was less than 15 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. 12 seconds and we're out of there.
You see how effective the stage change is. I mean, maybe for the casual viewer, it just looks like, okay, well, kind of the stages are very similar. It's like, no, it actually does make a big difference, and it makes a big difference for the happiness of that guy, Cornova, bringing it back, but just for a moment.
Yeah, Kira was playing really well, even though he lost the first one, the match prior to this 3-0. It didn't do much to demoralize him. He just came straight back into it, played some solid Tekken, did what he had to do, and got the counter hits when he needed them with the down 4, the back 1-2. Really well and really well timed, really well played and really well timed by Kira. I want to see a character change by Cornova. He's been saying that he wants to play more Shaheen. I think he'll switch to Shaheen here. It's his last chance. It's on match point for Kira. So I think if you're gonna change, you might as well change now. You know, and then rather than live and regret it later on.
We'll see if you are correct. And oh my!
And he does change to Shaheen, and we're in a new stage. We're in arena right now.
Okay. So there's walls that might help out Eliza, but a new character coming out here. Will this be kind of the new breath of life that New Zealand needs? And
hits him with the second hit of the forward 3-4. Drops it. He was trying to do it again for wall carry, but gets the forward 3 instead. Nice slide there. Doesn't do anything after. Going for the mind games instead. Gets the counter hit with the back 1-2.
Does get the reposition, so it's going to be a while until the wall, but he will finally hit it. Still 1 bar for Kira, but he doesn't even need it.
Nice. Ends it with the dive kick with the down forward 1-2. 2 rounds away from taking this set and clinching himself a third place in this tournament.
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of Mega Man, just sliding around all over everywhere, but in the end, they are still very centrally positioned in the arena. No walls coming into play just yet. Kira with actually the life disadvantage for once.
And a nice punish there with the wall standing 3-3. That is the correct punish, -13. Kira now enraged, goes for the down 4, has picked up on the fact that Cornova likes to step after dive kick, and that move tracks really well. Eliza going into this with almost 2 bars. Always got to keep track of that. Crouch dive, no follow-up with the dive kick there. Gets the 1+2 throw, no break. 10 seconds into the round and we already got Cornova at the wall.
Yeah, his back's up against the wall. He's going to go ahead and sidestep himself back, turn it around there. Now Kira actually the one not taking too much damage there, but Cornova, you can definitely see some new breath of life. He's trying something new and it's working okay, but now not after getting floated that far.
Very, very nice alteration to the combo there. Gets the wall carry, closes it out with the wall combo to the down 3. Very well done by Kira on match point right now and on 3rd place point.
That is true. This is all that we have here. Kira really doing such a great job adapting to basically everything. A little bit of a hiccup there at the end of the stage, but now that we're back here in arena, it is certainly looking like our Swiss player might have what it takes to take it home.
And right now, off to a commanding lead. Kira playing very reserved, staying back, doing dark waves, doing forward 4-2 on approach. Gets punished, finally goes for a low, and Cornova sees it coming. Will he take out the round here? Sidewall screws him over, gets the plus frames, gets the down 3 to the EXDP. Both players in rage, stays on the ground, gets him with the EX dive kick, and this should be
following it up with a rage
and rage drive.
For rage yes. Style points. What a way to close things out. Congratulations to our Swiss 3rd place champion. What a way to win it. Falling just barely short of the finals, but in the end, a little redemption here for Switzerland.
I think if you're Kira, you have to be very happy. You didn't win, but you got third, and you got it in a way that was very memorable to the audience,
Oh, absolutely.
to the people here, and to the crowd cheering. Because the matches he played were immensely fun to watch.
Yeah, he won 2 less sets than the players that advanced over him. It was close every single time that he played, except for that match, which seemed really remarkably dominant. I expected a little bit more. I value off the stage change for Nova, but no value off the character change to Shaheen. Just didn't have what it took.
I think from the beginning he should have been taking more time between matches, but he was going rematch,
Yeah,
rematch.
going over and over again.
I think with a bit more time to collect his thoughts and to break down the matchup in his head, I think it would have benefited him more.
I think we're about ready to head to a quick commercial break. That's going to do it for our 3rd and 4th place matches. Coming up next, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. The Tekken 7 Grand Finals coming up next.